Y'all gotta excuse me. I am still laying down in the bed, and it is 7:16 a.m. and I'm starting to work on some stuff. I know they finna try to interrupt this because they watching my phone, watching me through my phone. The United States, and I want to tell y'all something of what Cynthia told me when they was doing that ritual on me, where they was trying to all come in my body. Cynthia said they was doing sex magic, and the reason why I'm talking about this again is because I didn't tell y'all about all the sex magic that she said that they was doing, and the reason why was because there was a rapper that came and they was trying to do some sex magic while I was at Victor's house, and when I said they doing sex magic, all the witches thought that I had posted the stuff that Cynthia told me that they was doing probably, and they all went to view it to see if I told probably everything that Cynthia told me that they was doing with the sex magic. And I know they not I know that they probably thought I was gonna tell everything she said, and that's probably why it got so many views. And I know I did not tell what Cynthia said they was doing with the magic and the sex. I told that they was doing visitations and doing sex magic with the visitations, like the rappers and the celebrities and stuff, and this satanic. But since they was so nosy about that video, because they thought I was gonna tell what Cynthia said. Now I know psychologically why all these witches went flocking to that video, and then I said, "Oh yeah, let me tell them about the sex magic that Cynthia said that they was doing with the children." When I was in that shitter cell, after Cynthia, this grand witch had came out of her body with all these demons of people's souls that Satan had collected, and she was some sort of host or something for Satan with these people's souls, and it was so disgusting. And when I was in that shooter cell, she was trying to murder me with the United States and people who had denounced Jesus Christ, and they was hiding secrets from us that was very important about God and America, things they've been hiding. I don't have time to go into all of that. I'm gonna go into the Freemasons, they businesses, how they been doing witchcraft with these devils and these witches the whole damn time, lying to us about the Bible, lying to us about slavery, and they never had the Holy Spirit to begin with. I mean, when they denounced Jesus Christ. But let me go into what Cynthia told me when I was in that cell after God, before God had made this woman and these people stopped trying to murder me. Cynthia and them was in there going ham, telling me all the bullshit that they do, the bullshit in their hearts, and they waited until they could try to put me in the cell and murder me before they was gonna show me the truth. And I know that this biblical, something about biblical, because of the evil that she was saying, and she was saying that she was a witch that was speaking from for America, because she and because the Illuminati, which was supposedly the white people who run the world, and Cynthia told me that they was doing sex magic on little babies, and that they would rape my son, but that they would also do sex magic on him. But something about putting people's souls in his body, and putting his soul in other people's body, and then having sex with him first. As some sort of ritual, and that the other people needed to have sex with my baby, and something about putting demons all in my baby. And then I'm concerned about my nephews, because the Holy Spirit showed me something about my nephew Dion, and Larissa was there and doing the witchcraft, and her son Dion had been given away to his father Scott in North Carolina or South Carolina, and the Holy Spirit was showing me something about the little boys being something. They was changing it to different little boys, and he had showed me something about sodomy, and something about someone had been doing some sodomy to these little boys, or something, and then they walking around as victims, and people are sick because they watching these children, knowing that these children have been sodomized, And it was so sad that I couldn't do nothing but run up to the children and just cry and try to get the demon out of them that these people done put up in them. I saw an ancestral demon, like some sort of father demon, a demon from their father that was being put in the children through sodomy or something by their own father. That then the spirit of someone else could come into the child from their father's bloodline or something. I don't know, but I'm not saying that somebody did this to D, and I'm showing you what I saw in this vision when I was in the jail, and my sister Larissa was trying to murder me and help this witch Cynthia O'Vera while she was over there talking about she molests children. And then Larissa had been charged for child abuse, and her child's father Vincent had been charged for child abuse, and my whole family was over there bonding her out and trying to throw me under the bus for protecting my child. And turns out they was child molest that they told me that they was child molesters when Cynthia said that she was, and they was all collected with her nasty grand witch spirit talking about some Illuminati. And my nephew had gotten hurt down there with Andrew when he was 3 months old. With Andrew, with Larissa and Vincent, because they called me and the police called me asking me questions about Larissa's character and what I think she would hurt Mason. His name is Mason, and he has been with Shannara Collins because CPS took him from Larissa and Vincent after they lied about what happened to their baby boy and tried to blame it on somebody else and wouldn't tell the police what really happened to their son. And turns out Larissa was over here trying to help Cynthia cover up child abuse and why she really wanted my son, because Cynthia and them wanted to do sex magic and be raping on my son. And Larissa knew that shit. And then Larissa sitting over here trying not to go to prison for what happened to her baby and thinking that she gonna give my baby, that she gonna sit back and let my baby go with some child molesters from a coven that she's in. And her child got hurt, and Larissa needs to go to prison for that little boy, and Vincent needs to go to prison. Somebody needs to go to prison for what happened to Mason, my nephew, when he was 3 months old. And I believe something about Drew might have been molesting him. I'm not saying that I know for sure, but Andrew, Larissa's father, may have been molesting Mason, and that probably is what happened to Mason. And Larissa and Vincent don't want to tell the truth. The reason why I think about this is because there was something about, I saw a vision about a little black baby, and something about them trying to make it seem like my son was a little black baby, and something about them trying to make it seem like I was pregnant with a little black baby. My baby daddy is white, and my son is mixed with white, and my baby I'm pregnant with is mixed with white. So then when I saw a vision of the water, ocean, I ran to the ocean and I said, I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Lord. I came back to the shore, and there was a bunch of people on the shore saying, if you keep on talking to them white people like that, they gonna kill you. And then I seen them take me to this apartment, and Andrew was there with this black woman. And the woman was something people were saying, they was like, oh, that's his little brother. Trying to say that some little baby that was a little dark skinned baby, he was brown skinned, saying that he belonged to me. It could have been my baby, because this baby might come out brown like me, like it might not come out same color as male. But the lady said that Andrew was molesting the little newborn, because Andrew was trying to get the newborn in the vision, and something about him not needing to get somebody's baby, and or something about them lying about somebody's little baby. And all I saw was this little brown little baby on the couch, and Andrew was trying to say he was taking care of it. And then all of a sudden the black woman who brought me in the apartment was like, and he was molesting him. And then I sit over there looking like, only person he was molesting him. She said something about his daddy and something about Andrew. And so Andrew is trying to help Larissa get off of the child abuse charge and help Vincent get off the child abuse charge, but he was gonna let them blood sacrifice me, knowing that Austin was trying to attack me and my boy for a blood sacrifice. And then they was gonna let them kill me back there and try to help Larissa get away with letting people do stuff to her newborn or knowing what happened to her newborn and refusing to tell on whoever did it. And it was probably these covens and these witches and family and the government, who knows. And then they was over there trying to pin stuff on me, lying about me protecting myself, and then was gonna run off with my baby and rape my baby and let all these child molesters and murderers go free. Larissa, uh, she did not want to tell me what happened to her son. When I went down there, I was yelling. I was like, "What happened to my nephew? What happened to my nephew?" And I tried to be nice to her and ask her to tell me what happened to him. And when I saw that she was withholding the information and then crying and drinking alcohol and getting drunk and refusing to tell me and still trying to be cool with Vince and his mother, while nobody wanted to come forward about what happened to my nephew Mason that Shanara Collins have. And I told y'all stuff been happening to these children, and then nobody want to act like they don't know what happened to the child. So he went to the hospital. He was 3 months old, and they said that Vincent had him while Larissa was at work. And then Vincent claimed that he dropped the baby off at the babysitter. And then Larissa claimed that she went and got the baby from the babysitter. And then she claimed that the baby wouldn't stop crying when she got home. Then all of a sudden, she claimed she needed to take the baby to the hospital because she knew something was wrong because she couldn't get him to stop crying. Then when she went to the hospital discovered that the baby's stomach was hard as a rock, that his eye vessel had been bust, that he had a rupture, he had a broken rib, and I knew that one of them had slung him and hurt him, and it sounds to me like there was some sort of sexual abuse that happened to him at that age because he bust the eye vessel. And I know that the baby is not finna bust the eye vessel, if somebody didn't deliberately hurt him and put strain on his body. And I know they doing sexual abuse and sex magic now because they told me what they planned to do to my baby and why they was chasing me around for my baby and why Shakina came over there. And God said something about Shakina coming and visiting me while I was in an apartment with my son. And then my son being missing and Shakina having something to do with it. That she helped Cynthia steal my baby. That's what God said. And God said something about the Freemasons and what they done did or what they plan to do to Shakina's daughter, Carson, her oldest daughter, Carson. And something about them wanting one of my children or having my baby and then thinking that they was going to do the same thing to my baby. And I turned and I ran in the vision and I was trying to get away. And then they tried to send people to kill me and shoot me in the streets. And it was black men, black Freemasons, black Hollywood celebrities because they've been abusing these children in rituals and getting possessed with these witches' bodies through these rituals and this sex magic. And I know that's why they watched that video because they was thinking I was going to tell y'all everything because I forgot because they out there following me around and trying to harass me, to men from Hollywood and men from all over Atlanta rappers. These people got a hit on me out here because I'm telling the information about the sexual ritual abuse that they've been doing on these children in America, knowing damn well that they shouldn't have been doing that. Cynthia told me that Austin had sex with a donkey and that she was showing me her spirit in the spirit of America, and then Austin was so sick with some sort of sickness after they made him have sex with some black men. And I don't know if it was in the spirit or how they did this, but the Holy Spirit said something about him and some sort of sickness or something like that. And Cynthia in the sickness and Larissa and Shakina in the sickness. He was showing me sickness about some people. And this was before the coronavirus, showing me that when I got out the jail that people would be sick. And I saw something come from heaven when they was chasing me around when I got out the jail and I was trying to stay in hotels in Texas. They was chasing me around and I saw a coronavirus come from heaven and me and my son was trying to run from it. Everybody was trying to run from it, but me and my son, especially because the wicked people who out here doing this sex magic and on the women and children, they the reason why plagues is coming down from heaven and they still won't stop. And then they trying to make everybody else get sick with them. They want everybody to suffer with them because it's very serious what God is going to do to their bodies and what God is going to do to them in hell. And they want people to go to hell with them too. They said that they wanted me to have to go to hell with them because they knew that they was going. And they was trying to get me to do some sort of abomination and denounce Jesus Christ and then worship Satan and then think they gonna make me have to go to hell with them. And they threatened to make my son go to hell, saying that my son enjoyed. They said my son was in hell. And they said my son, because my son enjoyed them raping him and making them do sexual things to them. And I gotta go back into the Bible when I can, because with Cynthia telling me that they were sleeping with animals, when she said that they were sleeping with babies, when she said that they were setting people up for murders that they did, when she said that they have always been Satanists and witches and they never believed in the real God. They never really praised the real God and all of that, and that they killed Christians. Then I knew, okay, let me go back to the Bible and read what they said about this great city, this great whore who glorified herself deliciously in the abominations and drank from the cup of her sin, was drunk with the cup of her sexual immoralities. Cynthia was drunk with the cup of her sexual immoralities when she was in there telling me what she do to children and how she turned Austin, who not even her child that she stole, into some sexual demon for these Illuminati people. And then she got my baby telling me they gonna put demons in my baby. Cynthia is a witch. I don't know how long she been a witch, but I just wanted to tell y'all that that's why they watched my video about sex magic, because they wanted to see how much I was gonna tell, and I'm telling everything. There's more. It's way more. It's celebrities, people, rappers, people, all kind of people that's helping these people do this because they want to cover up that they possessed, because God did something to these people and let them people have them demons and let Satan stay up in them and torture them. And I know why they being tortured, and I know why they gotta see all of that stuff, because they thought they was gonna do wickedness and think that God was not gonna send them tormented spirits. And then now they wanna get rid of Satan, and it seems like they can't do it because they chose him over God, and then God let them have what they wanted, and now they see that Satan deceived them, and they trying to deceive me. And he got the higher Illuminati devils threatening to kill people if they don't do what them demons telling them to do, that witch done brought in their bodies. They running around telling these folk they gonna kill these folk if these folk don't help them murder people and get away with their child molestations and all of this all kind of stuff. So let me go back in here, because I just want to tell y'all that ain't nobody safe. Ain't nowhere where ain't nobody not trying to do nothing to me. You know, everybody is pretty much a part of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And they all got these damn demons now after Christ done did something in the earth. I don't know what Christ did in the earth, but he done did something to where they got so many demons that they all gotta get drunk and pass out just to keep us from fighting, because they can't stand to be in my presence without getting real intoxicated or trying to fight me. And Jesus Christ did say that they were gonna try to make war with him, but his spirit is not even in them no more. And they try to make war with me, and I'm the only one walking around with his spirit out here, and I need somebody help. If y'all got the Holy Spirit out there, God said his children will be scattered. Please gather yourself to me, and let's gather together as one, because we got Jesus Christ's spirit in us, and these people got the Antichrist, and they over here trying to make war. But I'm at people's house or whatever, but they not doing me right in America because they trying to keep me from telling this information or have me somewhere where I gotta be trying to hide to tell, and then make it seem like somebody helping me, and then putting me out their house after I wake up in the morning or take a shower and leave me outside for gang members to harass me and think that they gonna be in my face, keeping me from telling and seeing what I'm telling and seeing how Cynthia gonna go through with this hit, because Jesus Christ was the one who revealed that she was killing people and molesting children, and she said her damn self, she revealed herself when they thought they were gonna get through with a murder, and then Jesus Christ did not allow them to do it. And now I'm out of that jail cell, and I said I'm putting out this evidence, and I said I'm coming back out there to Texas, and I said my little boy better be alive. And I know all of y'all is ashamed and brought to great confusion because of what you did, and I know the Lord got y'all in derision. That's why y'all running around all willy-nilly, and I'm tired of it. And I know it was God that allowed this to be revealed, and that allowed this much to be revealed about Cynthia Olvera, and why so many people is trying to help Cynthia Olvera, because they got charges that they finna have to go in that goddamn jail for, because they did these things with this devil and with these witches, and they know what they did, and the devil is an accuser, and the devil turned right back around and say, oh, I'm gonna lock you up for something that I told you to do that was supposed to make you like God. And they got deceived, and they got serious charges. They got charges where they're gonna spend the rest of their life in prison. They got charges where they can be given the death sentence because of these things that the devil done had them do with this coven that sat there and had them denounce Jesus Christ and worship Satan. And that's why all the devil children running around trying to sacrifice me to Satan, and like, oh Satan, if we can get you Andrea and for such and such, or to cover up everything we've been doing, then we all can get away with our crimes, and let her just die for it, and let her go to the grave with what we really been doing, and usher in this new world order where we can be lawless and do whatever we want to do if none of the righteous are still on the earth. And they know who the righteous is because they have that legion demon, and they connect all their spirits, and the grand witch knows who's possessed with Satan. Satan knows who's his children. He knows who's possessed with his spirit, and he knows that I have Jesus Christ in me. So it's very dangerous for me in these streets right now. And I gotta go because I'm not even supposed to be here making this video, because they want me in the bed with somebody that's claiming to be giving me somewhere to stay, and have to be quiet and not tell about these things, and why they've been trying to frame me for little weed charge, anything to try to get me